What's going on YouTube, VeVe fam and Omi homies? It's Steve VeVe back at it again with another video. Today I'm going to try and keep it a little, shorter than usual. I just wanted to touch on Strange Academy #1 that released today, as well as the current market situation that we're going through. Today's drop was tough as usual. I took another L. System load error again. It's to be expected, especially, you got so many people going for these drops, and you only have 30,000 editions. So it's definitely to be expected. It's definitely upsetting when you sit there and, you click buy now, and the only thing that pops up is an error that says system load error. But there's not much you can do about it. You just got to sort of accept it. You got to roll with the punches. You just got to keep going for the releases and hope that you're actually able to hit one eventually. I'm not going to give up hope. It only takes 10 seconds out of your day if you really wanted to, or you could take 28 minutes and go for rebounds every 4 minutes if you really don't want to give up at all, which is what I tend to do most of the time, and I've still have never been successful with a rebound yet. So, big L on Strange Academy #1 for me. Let me know in the comments down below if you were able to hit. Congratulations to you. If you were not able to hit, let me know if you got an error or if you just straight up got all allocations, all editions allocated to other users. Let me know if that's what you got. Believe it or not, I would really prefer to get that than system load error. But, what are you going to do about it? I actually sat there, and this was the first time this ever happened to me. I clicked buy now, and it gave me the error. I clicked buy now again, and it gave me the error, and it actually did that all the way until 11:01 before it finally told me all editions allocated to other users. So I'm wondering, was the system really crashed for a whole entire minute, so people actually didn't get the comic for a minute, or were they actually gone within the first half of a second like they usually are? Let me know if you were actually able to hit, and let me know if you remember what time it was that you hit, because I try and put all these pieces together and try and figure out how I'm going to move forward better the next time. So let me know down below if you were able to cop, and we'll go from there. I also wanted to really just touch on the current market situation. It seems in a way we're going through a gem squeeze. So if you're not familiar, if you're new to the VeVe community and you're not too sure what a gem squeeze is, it's basically just when there's a major announcement and people start to liquidate their collectibles to try and get some gems to be ready to purchase either on the main drop or on the aftermarket. So you might see one of your collectibles went down a couple $100 in value. And that's just perfectly normal. I would say to just keep on holding them. Don't panic sell because you see a decrease in price, because this is actually the time where I recommend people to start buying up these deals. The gem squeeze is the perfect opportunity, especially since they announced Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse is going to be really hard to get, and there's a lot of speculation going around with what Minnie Mouse is going to be. A lot of people are starting to think that it's going to be a poster with music, or it's going to be a one-of-one where, it's sort of like a Bored Ape where the background and the clothes and whatnot that she's wearing changes. So I really look forward to VeVe announcing what Minnie Mouse is actually going to be. If it's something that, we already know that it's probably not going to be a collectible, but I could really see that if this ends up being a one-of-one, where, they change up little aspects of the poster, or whatever it may be, it's going to be a big release, and I think that we might see prices fall down a little bit for people wanting to liquidate and be ready to purchase on the aftermarket when they take their L. So what I really recommend people to do is, this once again is not financial advice, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be really taking a step back, looking at the market. I'm going to continue to look at the things that I was looking at before we ran up like 1,000%. and I'm going to see what the prices of certain things like first edition Harley Quinn does, and I'm going to see how much further down she falls. I believe she's down below $1,000 now that I checked. So, you know, when I was looking at Harley Quinn, she was around 350. So if we continue to take a dip, if this Minnie Mouse is really going to be huge, we might see her continue to take a dip. I might have to jump in and scoop one up. You know, a friend of mine during the last Gem Squeeze, right before they released Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, he was buying up deals like crazy, like absolute insanity. I mean, he purchased blue chips, he purchased, you know, some golden moments, which could be considered blue chips as well. He was buying things for steals. It was absolutely insane. And, you know, within 2-3 weeks, it went up multiple hundreds of percent. He was so excited about it. You know, congratulations to him. I think he's got such an awesome collection, and he really did everything right. I mean, he bought everything right at the right time. You know, shout out to you if you're watching this right now. I'm definitely going to send you the link when I'm done. So yeah, congrats to you, man. You got an awesome collection, and I'm working my way up there with you right now. So, you know, during this next Gem Squeeze, if that's what we're going to call it, because I don't want to call it a crash at all. You can look at cryptocurrency. We can say that crypto is definitely crashing right now. I looked at Ethereum. It was down like over 40% on the month when I checked it this morning, and Bitcoin's not too far behind. It's high 20s to like in the 30s, I believe it was. So I would say that's more of a crash right now than we're experiencing with VeVe. Also, you know, Cody, he mentioned a really good point in one of the videos that I was watching, that you can't really liquidate these assets. The only thing you could really do with these NFTs is you sell them for gems, but the gems are still stuck on the app, and then you don't really have a choice unless you want to cash them out for around 65 cents on the dollar. So what I think most people are doing now is if they're actually, we're seeing a price decrease because they released the information, you know, for the Batman versus Croc, and then they proceeded to release that they're going to be releasing Mini. So that's why you're seeing people sell some of these collectibles, and that's why the prices are taking a little bit of a dip. And in a way, it's definitely healthy because things run up. They ran up 1,000% on some of these, couple 100% on, you know, many of them. And you can't expect things to go up forever. And you also can't expect every single NFT that comes out to go up a couple 100% or to do well in the long run. I watched this video once, another video by Cody, and he was saying that, you know, people are just so bullish on absolutely everything that's coming out. And he made such a great point by saying that LeBron James rookie card is always going to be worth more than his 5th season card. No matter how good no matter how good it looks, how cool it looks, no matter what the graphics are on it, people are always going to want that first edition card. And we're just so early into VeVe that I think that during these gem squeezes, and, you know, the price is taking a little bit of a dip, I think that we need to actually take a step back and assess the situation, and we need to look, you know, is this Batman versus Croc NFT going to be a good hold over the next couple of years, or is this just artificial hype? In my opinion, you may disagree with me on this, but I think that the Batman versus the Croc statue is just artificial hype. I think that for that price point, you can get many other things that are going to do way better in the long term, which is why in my last video I told you that I was buying Wally, and I did. And Wally's already up a couple 100 gems. So if I were to buy, if I were to buy in to the statue, I would have been stagnant. The money wouldn't have went up. I would have paid $1,700 for it. I would have tied up $1,700, and it's worth right around the same. You know, I went in, I bought Wally for, I believe it was around 1,300 gems, and it's up to around 1,600 gems right now. 1,550, 1,600 is what it's hovering back and forth at. So in my opinion, that's not only was that a better short-term play, it's definitely a better long-term play. So once again, the market's not crashing at all. If you're new to the VeVe community, you got to understand that whenever there's a major announcement and prices already shot up like crazy, you got to expect them to come down, because there's no such market in the world where things continuously go up without stopping. So my plan moving forward is I'm not going to panic sell anything at all. I don't need the panic sell. I don't need the money. I'm just going to continue to watch the market. I made a list of things back in December of what I was looking at that I thought was undervalued, that all went up multiple hundreds of percents. Wish I bought them then. But now is going to be my second opportunity to start buying these steals during the gem squeeze. And I'm looking to add a couple more really good holds to my collection. And I'll tell you right now, Batman vs. Croc is not going to be added to the collection unless it goes down below 1,000 gems. So definitely going to pick up maybe Harley Quinn first appearance. Definitely looking into some more golden moments right now. I just have Pixar Pizza Planet truck, and I have Wall-E, which completes my Golden Moments Pixar set, which I'm really excited for. I would love to be able to add Harley Quinn. I would love to be able to add Wonder Woman. I really just want to assess the situation a little bit longer. I want to see what news they put out about Minnie, if she's actually a one of one. If they really do one of one, then I genuinely think that the market's going to continue to decrease a little bit, and you're going to see more people that are desperate to sell. And that's when you jump in there and you make some really good purchases that are going to pay off in the long run. So during this time, I'm not selling. I'm buying, buying, buying. So as long as these good deals continue to pop up, I'll be right there to scoop them up. So let me know what your plans are. Let me know if you think the market's crashing. I definitely don't think the market's crashing at all. I think it's just a nice little correction. Things went up a couple 100%. They're dipping down a little bit. On top of that, you just have big releases coming up, so it's to be expected. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I would really love to engage with you. And we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And that's Steve VeVe. I'm out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.